Hey everybody, Steve here again. Friday night. What's more exciting on a Friday night than air fryer meatloaf? That's what I'm going to make tonight. You hear that sound? Sound of freedom. That's Airleen warming up. She's getting ready to work her magic on some meatloaf. So, pretty easy recipe. All the ingredients and the directions are down below. It's pretty easy. See how this turns out. This is my first time trying this. This is like master's level air fryer stuff here, so compared to some of the other stuff I've done. So gonna try this now. Hope everybody's doing all right. I'm gonna flip the camera around and we're gonna get started. So here we go. Okay, first thing we're gonna do, we've got 2 pounds of ground beef here, and I'm gonna add to that, I'm gonna go ahead and drop in 2 eggs. Drop them right in. Looking good. There you go, and Bob's your uncle. There it goes. All right, so now to that I'm going to add 2/3 of a cup of breadcrumbs. Now I'm using panko. You can use Italian breadcrumbs. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go with a 1/4 cup of. I'm going to use buttermilk here. So I've got this Laban here. I'm going to try that, see how that works, and to that I'm going to add, I've got some earthy mushroom soup mix. I'm going to try that, see how this works. I love mushrooms and meat, so see how this works. Mushroom soup mix goes in. This is just a pack of it here. How much this is. Man, that smells like mushrooms too. And then lastly, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire salt. How is that Worcestershire? You folks from England can help me out. How is that Worcestershire? How is that pronounced that? I don't know. But it is. So who am I to question, right? So I'm going to add a tablespoon of Worcestershire. I'm going to mix this all together with my hands. You see this all right? Yeah, I'm gonna stand over here. Everybody doing okay today? Mix this together. Like I said, I'm loving this air fryer, and I just want to get all this incorporated. Mix it all together. And we're gonna. Everything's good. Work's been kind of busy. I've had the evening shift this week, so I get to go in a little bit later, but I'm coming home pretty late, so kind of puts a kink. And well, that's where the air fryer comes in handy, I guess. And you gotta get something together soon. You don't have much time. I'm thinking about firing up the crock pot here again shortly. Got to come up with another recipe, something for the crock pot. I think that's pretty mixed. Looks like it. Now I'm going to kind of form it into a loaf. I guess that's when I was a kid. Mom used to make meatloaf, and I never really liked it. What was I thinking? And I think it just had to do with the sound of it, a meatloaf. It just didn't sound appetizing at all. But of course now it's delish. Now this is going to cook and get smaller, but I'm going to just kind of form it into a loaf, so hopefully this is going to fit in my air fryer. If not, you can break it up in a couple of pieces and fry it individually, but this is going to cook for 25 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and let's move it over here. Airleen's all warmed up, ready to go. And you're going to be just as surprised as I am to see if this fits. Now, one thing you can do as well, if you're worried about the drippings from the meat, if you're worried about it smoking and everything in your air fryer, one little trick I've seen is you can take a little bit of water and put it in the bottom of this to kind of catch the grease. And then I'm going to just put this meatloaf in here. I want to make it look pretty. Now, get all these fingerprints off this. I think this is going to fit. There we go. And then in it goes for 25 minutes at 350 degrees. Or that's, let me check my little gonkometer here. That's 180 degrees Celsius. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to flip the camera around. While that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and make up the topping. So stand by one. All right. Okay, so while the meatloaf's cooking, I'm going to make the topping. So I'm going to start off with a cup of ketchup. Just some regular old Heinz tomato ketchup here. 1 cup. I went today and bought myself a wooden spoon. I think I'm going to take another crack at Mom's old-fashioned fudge, I think. A lot of you have been very kind, and there you go. 1 cup of ketchup. Not too hard on me. I gave it a good try. I think I'm going to give it another try, so I'm going to give it a little extra squirt here. Okay. Now to that, I'm going to go with 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Cup. There it goes, and it goes. And then I'm going to go with 1 tablespoon of, actually 1 tablespoon of mustard. Now you can use some Dijon mustard, fancy mustard, if you'd like. Just go with regular old yellow mustard. And then 1/2 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. I don't have a 1/2 tablespoon measure here, so I'm going to just eyeball it. Just to prove that I got it. Look at that wood spoon. That ain't playing around there. Look at that thing. Yeah. I'm going to mix this all together. Now this is going to go on top of the meatloaf at the 25-minute point. So at the 25-minute point, we'll come back. I'll spoon about 1/4 of this onto the meatloaf. Scrape the sides down. And I'll save the rest of it for after it's done, then I'll just spoon it over the top. And I think tonight with this I'm going to have some rice. And I got some arugula too. I think I'm going to have it with that. I got to have some vegetables. I got to start eating some more vegetables. Can't keep it just eating meat and potatoes. Although I do like meat potatoes, but I need to try to. So that's what that looks like. Okay, it's all mixed together nice. So again, 25-minute point, we'll be right back. And okay, back again. So it's been 25 minutes. See how we're doing here. Oh yeah, look at that. It's cooking up nice. I'm gonna spoon about 1/4 of this topping on the top here. Well, that's why they call it topping, Steve. All right, yeah. About 1/4 of it here. Just kind of spread it around, let it kind of coat it, soak in. Oh yeah. All right. Back in for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then we'll see what it looks like. All right, stand by one. We'll be right back. Okay, 5 minutes later. Let's see how this looks. Ooh, yeah, looks good. Let's take this over here and try to get this out of here. So, bring it all over here. All right. So I'm going to try to get this out of here now. So altogether it was 30 minutes of cooking. Ooh, look at that. Comes out real nice. Let me cut this thing open, see how it cooked. outside's done. Hopefully, yeah, look at that. Woo! Oh, it smells great too. Look at that, and yeah, it's all cooked, looking good. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut me a couple pieces, and I'll be right back. I'll plate this up and try it. So stand by one. All right, back again. This is a thing of beauty. Look at that. I put a little bit of the sauce on the top. I've got my meatloaf on top of rice, and I've got some on a bed of arugula, and I put a little bit of parsley on the top here. So, and then that's almost too pretty to eat. But I'm going to. So let's try this meatloaf here and see how this is. Make sure it's cool. That's delicious. That's really good. Delicious. So, super easy. Again, directions and the ingredients are all down below. And this is good. I can't wait to dig into this. So, hope you have a great, and this was quick. I mean, it was probably, what was that, about 5 minutes to kind of prepare, put it in there, about 35 minutes or so, and I've got this nice meal going here. Super easy. So, hope you enjoyed it. This is Colonel signing off. We'll see you next time. Over and out.